Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, it's getting really interesting. We have broken now above this level of 21.7k. We have not broken out yet. So you see here this red resistance box. This was a very important one here. The previous wave B high, the previous wave 1 high. Here we struggled, yeah. So this will now become very interesting because previously, as you can clearly see, when we made this high here, we broke back down. We broke below the 21.7k level, and this is exactly here in this. So 21.7 is the upper, the higher level of that red resistance box, which is now hopefully being flipped for support. If it will be flipped for support, that will be another sign of strength. That hasn't happened before, and if that happens, then we could really move up. And I think we have chances now that we do this. Reason being, told you before, this is the bullish scenario. Still, we need to be very careful about the bullish one until we break above 23.3k. That could indicate a really stronger rally than a break above that level. And if we hold it, yeah, that's important. Not a fake out, but something where we break out and hold, and then you see another bullish signal. Because I believe if we get above 23k, then sort of short to medium term, we could get near the 29 to 30k level. And I think if we get above that, then for the medium term, we cannot expect any more lower lows. For now, next target for the bulls needs to be this 23 to 23.3k level. That is now highly relevant. What I told you in the previous video about the bullish scenario here is that we probably have finished wave 1 in this move up. We are now here in wave 2 down. That also completed a very short wave 2, which would be considered bullish. And yeah, that strong move up, that impulsive nature of that move up here is basically in line with the expectations of a wave 3. Yeah, a wave 3 would take us, and again, we can just calculate the price target again, to the wave 1, then to the wave 2 low. That should take us here to around 25,000, okay? That wave 3. Now there's another target we can have. So first of all, what did I say? Keep an eye on that target. That would be 25,000. The other target, and I told you before, I'm probably gonna relabel this, make this a bit simpler here, in just a wave 1 to the upside, then an A, B, C down, instead of having a 1-2, 1-2 Elliott Wave setup. So if we then count or draw the fibs like this, I'd be looking here also for that wave 3 at a target of 25k. Now, of course, that shorter or lower time frame or lower degree wave 3, if that goes to 25k, then the higher level wave 3 is probably looking at the 2.618 extension here of around 30k. Therefore, I'm telling you around 30k would be sort of the short-term, well, rather medium-term target, okay? But what we need to do to get there is to break above the 23k level. So if we get above this next resistance zone, then I will probably make my this bullish scenario the primary expectation. Yeah, we expected a move up from here. Yeah, always important to allow for both options. The move to the downside is, in my opinion, still more likely. This could just be a bit of a fake out, a dead cat bounce, however you want to call it. But yeah, and that is very clear, above 23 to 23.3k, I'm gonna make this my bullish scenario, depending on the price structure, but the price structure at the moment looks promising. Yeah, so from the low here, we've been tracking bullish scenarios, not with the highest likelihood, but to have them on the radar, and I can tell you they are getting more likely. Yeah, as we see more impulses being built, and as the pattern evolves and we see more evidence in the Elliott Wave pattern here, and then get price confirmation, ideally with volume, that is what we need to make that all more likely and to make it the primary expectation. Therefore, even if I believed sort of down here we would go up from here, I can't make this my primary expectation, the bullish scenario, because I don't have the price confirmation yet. Yeah. But of course, for you, I tracked this, and yeah, hopefully it gave you the view that this uptrend is certainly possible from here. Because let's rewind a little bit. Here, it was not possible, and I told you very clearly, this was not a bullish structure. This here is a structure that can be interpreted bullish, as explained in previous videos. However, as I said, above 23.3k, only there I would make it my primary expectation. Until then, this can still be very well the WXY pattern that we talked about. Either that, yeah, WXY, or WXYXZ, yeah, where we have seen here, and that is, I need to relabel this, but in a Z wave, you have a 3-wave move, which means that what is coming up from down there, from the low of that wave, so if we say WXYXZ, that would be an A, a B, and a C, yeah? And there is no problem in that scenario even to get to 22.6k or 23k. So need to be still here, have this bearish scenario on the radar, where we would then sell off in another wave down very shortly. And therefore, this 23.3k level is so relevant. Yeah, it just increases the likelihood that this bullish scenario is going to work out. Yeah, but irrespective of any TA, yeah, and I explained that in previous videos so much. We've had the pi cycle, bottom indicator flash. We've had so many longer term indicators flash buy signals. Yeah, so again, these don't mean that we go up tomorrow necessarily. Well, we could do, but all of them, they are screaming buy signal. I'm not telling you to buy, but this is what these indicators are saying. Yeah, I told you a lot of times. So anybody needs to obviously decide for themselves if they want to buy or not. I'm not here to tell you when to buy. I can only share my own view about the charts. Yeah, some people always try to mix this up, but it is your hard-earned money. Only you can decide when you buy. Here, this one is specifically interesting, the 200-week moving average. So in the history of Bitcoin, only a few times we actually briefly dropped below the 200-week moving average. Now we are below the 200-week moving average, but you can actually see on this chart, yeah, the white line is the 200-week moving average. That is currently at 22.7k. So a move above that level will also be more bullish. Yeah, you can see how this is acting as resistance. It is acted here perfectly as resistance on the 8th of July, and now again. So we are just below resistance, and this will be a potential breakout point as well. But then you've got the 23 to 23.3k zone as well to be overcome. So things are getting a bit more interesting. We just need to be careful that we understand we are still below the 200-week moving average, and we are still below that resistance zone that you can see on the chart here. But obviously we can count more and more impulses to the upside, and the fact that some coins already broke out and show really good potential in terms of having ended the bear market, like Matic, like Quant, and like ETH. Yeah, this increases also the likelihood that we might be getting over this soon here. Now again, primary expectation is still another low, but we need to seriously consider the bullish option as well, as I told you. And yeah, maybe really this Twitter post that I made on the day of the low here, that we're gonna see a rally soon, is becoming true. Yeah, that would be amazing for everybody who's been waiting now, who's been annoyed by these lower prices and so on. But again, both lower and higher prices have their advantage and disadvantage, don't they? All right, so hopefully you liked the update about Bitcoin. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.